Don't buy a house, buy this.
Yeah, well, if you put £1 in a jar a week, you could have that for Christmas.
Michael, I hope you're ready for a lesson in gifting. Lift the cloche. Why am I here for this one? Is it pretentious?
Okay, Jamie, luxury advent calendar number 1 from me to you, lift the cloche.
Smooth action. Oh, Barry's on it.
Because you're a Barry.
We've each bought each other a luxury advent calendar, which basically are those advent calendars you walk past and you go, they're a little bit pricey to take a risk on. Well, luckily for you, we're going to be reviewing a bunch of those today so that you can see whether they're worth it or not. Tomorrow is the start of Advent, but we'll let you open up some doors right now. Let's see what's inside.
Merry Spicemas. Just spices.
So this is the 2022 small advent calendar from Just Spices. And yes, they create just spices, spice blends. But what I love about them is that they make what I would call normal spice blends. So stuff that we as normals look at and go, oh wow, that's cool. And it's marketed and labeled in a way that's a lot more accessible. And I love the fact that as you look through the recipes that they're suggesting, they're also the type of things that normals want to eat and want to cook.
Fried rice with chicken as a suggested recipe.
That's it.
And the spice mix is a Chinese all-rounder.
They're not normal spice blends that I'm used to seeing. You've got things like banana and vanilla in there, which I've never seen as spices.
Well, you got your Spiceology badge, Baz. I know we then retracted it, but we learned that spices is any fragrant part of a plant. Bark is cinnamon, leaves, bay leaves, roots is ginger. Literally every part of the plant that is fragrance. That does include banana chips and almonds and other bits and pieces of vegetable matter.
So give it a spin and look at that. Behind door 24 is a full-sized spice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So what have you got?
Avocado topping.
Gonna bitch now?
I'm listening.
This is what normal home cooks want. I don't think the spice blends are very normal at all. I think they're really quite imaginative, but the applications are so normal.
Yeah.
Advent calendars are definitely moving in this direction, but this is not a open a door just before you leave for school or work and have a tasty little morsel. This is an adventure behind each door that you may use that day or you might stash away for a rainy day.
I think it's really exciting. And actually, it's going to spice up a midweek meal, which otherwise might be fairly standard or fairly boring. You can add something a little bit different to it with no effort.
Would you like to try it in practice?
Yes. Oh, I feel like Goldilocks.
You don't look like Goldilocks.
No?
You look like Daddy Bear.
Not the first time you've called me that, actually. So, banana bread seasoning on my porridge, what looks like almonds and some cocoa and coffee. Just right. That's such a simple way to add flavour to porridge.
It works.
Yeah, really works.
Great.
Chip seasoning, so sea salt, ground paprika, grated onion, grated garlic, mustard powder, black pepper and nutmeg. That's the kind of thing that turns an ordinary dinner into something a little bit different and a little bit special, and it takes 2 seconds to do.
That's what I look for as a normal in cooking. Like I'll cook something and I genuinely need a way to spice it up. And I just want that one thing to do to either add that will transform the flavour. So what makes up avocado seasoning?
Sea salt, black sesame seed, tomato flakes, crushed black telly cherry pepper, crushed chilli, coarse ground pink peppercorns. What is telly cherry pepper?
Just Googling what telly cherry is.
Black peppercorns from India.
Cheers. It's like a very well seasoned avocado topping, and it's the kind of thing that you'd get in a fancy cafe that you wouldn't have at home, because why would I put black sesame seeds and some fancy pepper on my avocado?
You'd have to buy them all separately, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's convenient, it's handy.
How much do you think I spent on this advent calendar, Jay?
£25.
Ooh, going for £1 a bag.
Nearly.
This retails for £34.99.
I think this is for the kind of person who cooks, maybe isn't too adventurous, and just needs a little helping hand, just to go, try something slightly different, get outside of your comfort zone just slightly. You're gonna have bolognese, great, add something else onto it and just switch it up a bit.
What I quite like is they do dozens and dozens of different spice pots. But this gives you a chance to taste 24, work out which ones you might like, and then you can just go and buy the ones you like later in the year as in pot form, but you get to try the whole bunch without having to buy 24 pots. It's kind of a little taster set, really.
I think it's a lovely way to experiment. Right then, Ebbers, your turn.
Here's your red box. Ooh. Two things I like the look of. The words mince pie and the words Selfridges.
You've gone well luxury. Okay.
Yes, Ebbers, this is Selfridges' selection of mince pies. 24 mince pies with extraordinary flavours.
Oh, yes.
Including classic, citrus, almond and chocolate.
May I? Always a big one in 25.
I'm interested to see the size of these mince pies.
It does say mini on the box.
It does, but what constitutes...
Tiny.
Little
Wow.
morsels.
So it begins with the discovery of a copy of the 1929 Selfridges Household Encyclopedia and an irresistible mincemeat recipe. Keen to bring this traditional festive treat back to life, Selfridges turned to Thursday Cottage, which makes preserves and jams on the idyllic Trulands Farm in Essex, and the pastry chefs at Marassu's in North London to make the crumbliest pastry imaginable. And thus, their mini mince pies were born. And to finish off the gourmet adventure, a mini iced Christmas cake.
When you look at it, you think, ooh, a little bit dry, but that is the most buttery short crust pastry. That when that melts in your mouth, that is sublime.
I'm genuinely surprised. I expected them to taste good, but I didn't expect them to taste that good.
Yeah.
So very traditional, would originally have been made with actual minced meat and lots of spices and fruit and cooked out inside of short crust pastry. And once they're cooked, they keep for ages at room temperature and they don't go stale because you've got that wonderful buttery short crust.
Christmas cake really goes against the grain because it's supposed to be dense.
Yeah.
You don't want it light,
Light and
airy.
fluffy, no.
I want to know how much it cost though.
I would imagine it probably shifts for £52.
Let me make your Christmas for you because this is $39.99.
I don't think I would spend that much money on mini mince pies, but I can't deny they're delicious and it is a very special Advent gift.
If you're enjoying this, there are some small things you can do that make a big difference to us. Like the video. Subscribe if you aren't. Click the notification bell and select all. Thanks.
Mike, I hope you're ready for this. Give the cloche.
Oh, La Durée. And they make macarons.
They do make delicious macarons.
No. This can't be. Shut up. Okay.
This is the Celeste Advent Calendar by Lauderie. This year's Lauderie Advent Calendar displays the elegance of their historic boutique in Paris as a tribute to its timeless elegance. Containing delicious selection of sweets and chocolates, caramel candies, flavoured chocolates and calisons. Well, what's the first one you've got?
I have a praline chocolate. It's absolutely delicious. Oh.
Oh, it's turning very fast.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Yeah, which one's that? That's a little bit of apricot jam.
Yeah, confiture de fraise. Well. These are all amazing and they are delicious. I think the quality matches the expectation of the name. It is what I'd say.
Price aside, if you got it as a gift,
It's brilliant.
You'd love it, right?
Yeah, it's exactly, it is bang on a luxury advent calendar.
C'est combien?
£55.
70.
£70.
70.
It's very expensive for me.
Who's spending £70
I am
on
not
an
the
advent
target
calendar?
audience, by no means.
The scariest thing about that being £70 is we have 2 more rounds left.
And they're getting more and more expensive.
Hey, I've got an idea. A lot of these have reusable boxes. This time next year we make our own, be a lot cheaper.
What's this about? What?
This one is something for all of us, but I'm letting you two enjoy it first.
Shall I lift the cloche?
Yeah, go on, lift the cloche. Ta-da!
What, Barry? I can't see.
I've had a little sneaky peek. I'm going to show them, not you. Ready for this? And now you can see.
It's beer!
So this is the Tiny Rebel 2022 Advent Calendar. 25 exclusive beers, and they've never before been sold, and they never will be again, is what they claim. So they are all completely unique to this advent calendar.
These are the Christmassy, craftiest beers.
I'm just trying to work out how this thing works. It's like it's...
This is awesome. What?
Did you see that?
So on day one, you get your tiny rebel glass so that you can enjoy for the next 25 days each beer.
Galaxy IPA.
I've never been so excited to open calendars. Cherry Amaretto Red Stout. Whoa.
Yeah, they're based in South Wales and they are a relatively new beer company, albeit a handful of years old now. And they just wanted to break the mould of craft beer and do lots of different fun flavours and just to make beer drinking a bit more fun. In their first year, they won bronze, silver and gold at the Champion Beer Awards.
A trifle white stout.
Right, someone's got to try that.
Sauvignon Blanc DIPA, double IPA.
Sounds like an Ebbers.
That sounds like a Nebbers. I love a Negroni. Can I have a Negroni?
Have a
Anybody mind
Negroni.
if I try a Negroni?
Very Cherry Amaretto Red Stout.
That's got you
I've
written
got
all
to
over
try
it,
that
mate.
because that seems bonkers. I've got it. There you go, Mike.
What was that one?
Veggie turkey soup.
Every single day, there is also an exclusive tasting video with the founders as they talk you through the exclusive flavour, should you wish to join in with that as well.
This Negroni one is very nice.
It tastes of turkey.
They do kind of go novelty. They've got great beer making practices and have won all sorts of awards. But I think this advent calendar especially is just a playground for them.
If I was to see these on the shelf in the supermarket, I'd go novelty. I'm not going near that, that's too far. But once you've had one or two of them, you realise they are delicious drinks themselves. Sometimes they are flavoured beers, but they kind of almost forget that.
There's only one of them.
Yeah, just enjoy the drink as it is.
And as if opening the door each day isn't enough, if you also keep all your cans and stack them in the order that you unbox them,
They make art. They make a drawing.
create a picture. Okay, 25 exclusive beers. How much do you think for this advent calendar?
I think this sells for $99.99.
I was expecting this to come around a ton, so yeah, let's go for that.
$87.50.
Do some maths, Ebbers. What's that?
It's about
£3
about
per
£3 plus box, plus glass, plus thing, plus delivery. It's about £3 a can.
If you're having a Christmas event of some sort, actually having that as a centerpiece drink, everyone to dive into, would be really good fun.
If you've got a beer lover and they're looking for a unique beer experience, this delivers.
Why am I here for this one? Is it pretentious?
This is another one we're going to have to absolutely share because it's pretty mega. Lift the cloche!
Yeah, I think I can smell what it is. Lots of boxes from Paxton and Whitfield, individually wrapped. Paxton and Whitfield, London cheesemongers. And so each one comes with the name of the cheese and a description and what it's perfectly paired with.
You get one of their prize cheeses, hand cut, hand wrapped, and a little tasting note, but you literally have a box for every single day.
Of the week plus 1 day.
Well, you see, this is where I think Lauderay got it wrong, because if macarons don't have a long shelf life, then deliver your advent calendar in 3 deliveries.
No!
So you get delivery 1 with the first 8, then the second delivery rocks up with your next 8, and then the next 8.
Okay. I'm impressed.
Okay.
And I think one of the things they mention around this is sometimes you have a whole month of indulgence, and then especially on Christmas Day, from the moment you wake up, you just start eating. And the last thing of the day is the cheese board, and no one's got any space left in their bellies for the cheese. So this is a way to enjoy the thing you love, if cheese is your thing, right the way through the month, rather than on a completely full, I've eaten too much belly at the end of Christmas.
Oh my
We should stress, we have spent our own money on these. We did buy them, but I did speak to them very nicely to see if they could send us them all in one delivery rather than scattered, given what we do.
This has got some green on it, this one.
There's creamy ones, hard ones, crumbly ones.
I can't eat all these on my own. Everyone come and get something.
Which one was the Gruyere?
That's Gruyere.
Okay.
Really, that'll be really nutty.
Ooh, that's quite
Cheddar is lovely.
it's quite a punchy cheese, but it's not like it won't make you cringe.
You're bang on. God, it's really salty. That Gruyere is awesome.
They are one of the oldest cheesemongers in the country and still operating as a cheesemonger. I think it's like their 225th year. They were literally cheesemonger to the Queen, and I'm talking Queen Victoria, 1850. And they've got so many royal seals right the way through, and they still do so much of the cheese the traditional way.
Exceptional cheeses. but I expect nothing less.
Well, I like some of these cheeses, so they must be good.
We are lucky that we have a whole team to share this with, and as a workplace, this is a really lovely thing to do on a Friday lunchtime and whip out the selection for everyone to dig into once a week.
I am having a great time, but this is the sort of thing that I would never commit to buying.
Yeah.
Could we?
I'm kind of with you. I don't know enough about cheese to invest in something like this. However, I love cheese, and I like the fact that everyone gives you the information that means by the end of it, you do know a bit more about it.
Yeah.
Because they're hand cut and hand wrapped, literally fresh the day before each of the 3 deliveries, there is a limited number of them. So it's also incredibly exclusive, and half the cheeses are brand new for the Advent calendar.
That'll bring the price down, Baz. Whilst Baz is trying to work out the price, this is a really good time to say we're having our own Advent calendar. Starting tomorrow, we're doing 12 days of Christmas on the Sorted Food store. Each day, a different discount on a different product. Check out the link in the description box below.
I've run out of fingers. Looking at 24 cheeses, I'd probably say it comes in around £125.
Which is a lot of money for
cheese.
I think you're right, cheese is a very humble ingredient, but each of these has been loved.
Yes.
And it's going to cost you £150, including the 3 deliveries. I mean, we've only scratched the surface.
It is an outrageous amount of money for cheese.
Yeah, if you've got money to throw at cheese, do it this way.
I like the fact that we've still got that much cheese left.
And that much beer.
Yep.
Get in!
And mince pies.
And the countdown is on to our massive Sorted Live Big Christmas Bash Show.
A first act of challenges, pretentious ingredients, dad jokes, scavenger hunts, and a near impossible cooking challenge for Ben on this London theatre stage.
The outcomes of the challenges will then either help us or hinder us in the biggest, most festive OTT Pass It On recipe relay in the second half of the show.
It's streaming live on the 17th of December at 3:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. UK time, and both will be completely different shows as well. Tickets are available now, and as always, you can watch on demand after the event. There are also a few in-person tickets still available too, so get them while you can.
It's the most ridiculous thing we've ever attempted, so come and join the fun at the ultimate sorted Christmas party. All the details are in the description box.